You're watching State Champs, the home of high school sports.
State Champs is presented by Lawrence Technological University. Possible is everything. Hungry Howie's. Your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. Go to doughrazor.com for details. The Detroit Sports Commission, where champions are made and championships are played. Log on to DetroitSports.org. Our friends with the UAW and Chrysler. Warrior Sports, Cross the Line, and Pirani's Hockey World. 14 Michigan locations. Go to hockeyworld.com for info.
For 13 years now, State Champs has delivered the best in Michigan high school sports, and we'll be here for 20 more. Now, I'll be an old man by that time, so I won't be here. She might. I'm Lauren Plant alongside Stephanie Funkhauser. Welcome to State Champs. We're presented by Lawrence Tech.
Believe it or not, the winter sports state tournament season is here for some sports. The Blitz this week features a team wrestling district, a skiing regional, and our main event this week is coming from southwest portion of the state and a big matchup in boys basketball.
Now, we also pride ourselves on featuring the enormous good that high school athletics can provide. That was evident this past weekend as some Westside hockey teams competed in honor of Granville's late hockey captain, Ryan Fisher.
In honor of Black History Month, we salute another famous Michigander. It's time now for the Full Court Press.
We begin with boys hoops. First place battle down south, the KLAA South. Livonia Churchill welcoming in the Chiefs from Kenton High School. Churchill in white, 10-4. The 6'6 senior Jarrett Fletcher banks it off glass for two. We were tied at 13 early. 11-3 Kenton outscored Churchill 17-3 in the second. The junior Logan Ryan driving baseline and the bucket. Chiefs headed to the locker room up 30-16. Didn't get any better in the second half for the Chargers. Kenton executing the offense. Greg Williams wide open. The senior had 16 points on the night. Kenton goes on to win 50-38, alone atop the KLAA South. To the ladies now, in a game between two teams tied atop the MAC Red Division. Warren Cousino on the road against a team who's been state finalists 2 of the last 3 seasons, Grosse Pointe South. Make no bones about it, this game had everything, including lots of buckets. Gabby Casanelli, the underappreciated bounce pass to the 3-sport star Kyla Simonis. The Patriots trailed 34-31 at halftime. 2 of the top players in the Detroit metro area didn't disappoint in this one. First, the Illinois commit, Sierra Rice, the dribble drive, and the smooth finish. The senior with a team-high 31, the Lady Blue Devils up 52-47 into the fourth. The other star this night, donning the road grays, the superlative sophomore Kiera Fletcher. Hoop and the harm. She had 36. Cousino down 60-58 with 1:23 to go. A furious finish. 15 seconds left. Simonis ties it up at 60. The Pats pressing, but Aliza Brown will find Benna Ames, and this is the go-ahead bunny. Cousino with great chances on the other end, but no go. South takes over first place in the MAC Red. 62-60 is your final. Now let's go north to the Flint area. Ryan Slocum, the floor is yours.
Thanks, Lauren. Class C's top-ranked team, Beecher, taking on the 4th-ranked team in Class B, 12-0 Flint Northwestern. The Bucks get off to a fast start thanks to the sharp shooting of Sammy Toynes. He hit 3 threes in the first half. Beecher takes a 14-4 lead after 1. Malik Ellison then takes charge in the paint, driving the lane for a couple of fancy finishes. This one, a teardrop off the high glass. He scored 18. Beecher takes a 14-point lead. But the Wildcats gain momentum before the half thanks to Rashad Johnson, who flies in for the putback jam. The lead was down to 9. Daryl Jones led the Cats with 26. But they couldn't stop Toynes, who had 5 triples on his way to 19 points. And Beecher hands Northwestern its first loss of the year, 68-60. Now let's go up north to Jerry Taylor.
Thanks, Ryan. In boys basketball action, the Gladstone Braves made the trip north to Marquette to tangle with the Redmen in a great Northern Conference matchup. The first quarter belonged to Marquette. Gladstone, with a little miscommunication, Brett Beauchamp didn't mind taking the rock the other way for 2 points. Check out the passing here from the Redmen. Like the ball's a hot potato. Who wants it? Veas Krasoulis does. He had 21 points, 9 rebounds, and 5 blocks. Marquette led 9-0 after 1. To the second, the Braves start to figure a few things out. Hunter Botrup knocks down the triple from the near side wing, back to the Redmen. And again, look at the ball movement. Luke Papp with the hoop and the harm. The Redmen clinched the conference title outright with a 46-24 win over the Braves. Next up, let's head back down to the Mitten. Here's Ryan Terpstra.
Thanks, Jerry. We finish off the press with what amounted to be a title game in the OK Green between Byron Center and Hudsonville Unity Christian. In the first quarter, Unity senior Bethany Balser dribbling through the defense and going off the glass for 2. Crusaders were down by 1 after 1. Second quarter, it's Byron Center's Ashley Klein taking control. She gets into the lane and scores, and the junior guard had 8 points on the night. Unity Christian would not crack. McKenna Neske, her 3 is off, but Balser is there for the rebound and the putback. Unity Christian wins 36-30 over Byron Center. For the Full Court Press, I'm Ryan Terpstra.
All right, so it is now time to put to bed the 2015 football recruiting class. I'm Kyle Bogenschutz with this week's Recruit Report. Want to address the Mike Weber situation, of course, senior running back from Cass Tech signing with Ohio State. Then, of course, his running back coach, Stan Drayton, heading off to the NFL just a day later. Either way, despite some discouragement, Mike Weber will stick with Ohio State. He's not going to take any other action, so a nice pickup for the Buckeyes, and good to see that situation kind of make amends for itself. There was a similar situation to Mike Weber on signing day as well. 4-star Georgia linebacker Raquan Smith originally committing to UCLA on ESPNU's signing day coverage, but he found out that his position coach was headed off to the NFL, decided to take a week, take some time and review his recruitment. It was down to Michigan, Georgia, UCLA, and Texas A&M. He does not opt to go with Michigan. So Jim Harbaugh missing once again on one of the bigger targets that he decided to go after in that 2015 class. Either way, look for Michigan to make some noise in the class of 2016. Michigan State shifting focus to the 2016 class. They did pick up a commitment from Farmington Hills Harrison defensive end Khalid Kareem, although he is now considered a decommitment. He's looking to explore his options and figure other things out. He wants to take some visits. Michigan, Ohio State, Notre Dame among the schools that are involved there. He'll also take some visits south. With this week's Recruit Report, I'm Kyle Bogenschutz.
Hey State Champs Nation, make sure to check out The Buzz this week with Tom and Lauren on StateChampsNetwork.com, where they are going to be talking about the PKC announcements. Don't go anywhere, our Power Play is coming up next, right here on State Champs.
We want you.
We are Lawrence Technological University, and we don't want just anyone.
We want the brainiacs, visionaries, geniuses, and game changers. We want the students who will change the world through technology, science, business, and design.
So if you're ready to explore your possibilities,
We want you at LTU.
Lawrence Tech, possible is everything.
The Detroit Sports Commission Prep Kickoff Classic, presented by Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop, returns to the campus of Wayne State University August 27th through the 29th, with 3 days of action-packed games featuring the state's top teams and players. The Prep Kickoff Classic is brought to you by Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop, the Marines, Community Bowling Centers, and Performance Orthopedics. Log on to DetroitSports.org for more information.
No, you are. No, you are. You're handsome. Whoa. Oh, when I found out that every person who tries Hungry Howie's fast and easy online ordering gets free pizza, I decided to clone myself. Awesome.
Yeah, unlike when you tried to ask how to read a pea horn.
It's not my fault she didn't like my jorts.
I can't even stand working with one of you.
Any word from pea horn? Jorts.
Big game calls for a big deal. Try fast and easy online ordering and get a free medium pizza with your first online order. Now that's an idea.
Hungry Howie's.
Welcome back to State Champs. We're heading now down to Trenton for the Prep Hockey Showcase. Check it out.
It's coming down to busting our rear end for 51 minutes. It's winning the battles. You guys know how good of a hockey club you can be if you play for 51 minutes.
We start the highlights with two teams from the top 10 in Division III. Flint Powers Catholic and Grosse Pointe Woods University Liggett going at it. Flint Powers in blue coming in ranked 9th. We start in the second. After a dump in by the Chargers, friendly bounce off the boards to Chase Knobloch, who sets up Connor Witherspoon perfectly. Powers up a deuce. Liggett with a 16-3 record, currently ranked 4th in D3, still the second period. Brent Abdulnauer centers the puck. The senior Stephen Campout picks it up and buries it. Knights down 1. They notch another just before the end of the period. Man advantage, and Abdulnauer sees Campo at the back door, back of the net. He'd net a hat trick. 35 goals on the season, very impressive. We were tied at 2 into the third. Liggett would prevail. Nice job of cycling the puck. The junior Nicholas Gowell, the go-ahead goal. Grosse Pointe Woods University Liggett beats Flint Powers 4-3.
You've got 4 games to the playoffs, and you probably got, I'd say, arguably the top schedule the rest of the way. Playoff hockey the rest of the way out. Everything you do.
Next up at the Prep Hockey Showcase, let's take a gander at a matchup we may not normally see. Northville and Houghton squaring off. Northville in white, currently ranked 4th in Division I. We move all the way to the final seconds of the third period and a scoreless game. The Mustangs' Nick Strom all alone in the high slot. Marcus Gloss the stop, then covering up the Kyle Dan rebound attempt. We head to the shootout. Houghton's John Bostwick first up, the dangle, and dude, that was sick. Gremlins a 1-0 lead. Northville misfired. Houghton had a chance to win it right here. Cale Markham, the low laser, game winner. Go celebrate, son. 2-0 the final score. Let's finish our time on the man advantage now with my main man out west, Ryan Terpstra. Terp?
It starts today. It doesn't start in 3 weeks. We got a lot of stuff to correct in the next 3 weeks, and it has to start today. Okay? You better be ready, because these guys are going to be ready. They're going to bring everything they got, boys.
Both teams were ready for the first ever Ryan Fisher Legacy Scholarship game, played at Van Andel Arena between Detroit Catholic Central and Granville. More on this event in just a minute, but first to the highlights. DCC in the Granville zone, pass across the ice to Kyle McCullough, and he fires the wrister in, makes it 1-0 Catholic Central. Third period now, Granville down 2, but they are fighting back. Gianni Vitale taps the puck ahead, regroups, and scores! That cuts the lead to just 1. DCC had been sliding coming into this game, but the Shamrocks came back together on the ice. Brian Kearns leaves it for Andrew Spiegel. He lights the lamp. Detroit Catholic Central beats Granville 4-1, but it was everything surrounding this hockey game that held the real importance.
This is an awesome opportunity for both programs, for our community. We want to make the most of this.
Character is definitely a trait that defined Ryan Fisher, the former Granville hockey player who tragically passed away in his sleep 11 months ago on the day of the Division I state semifinal game. The Bulldogs and Shamrocks still played that day, and it led to one of the most touching sports moments in MHSAA history as Detroit Catholic players embraced the Granville team following the contest. Almost a year later, these two squads met again to honor the memory of Ryan Fisher and raise money for his Legacy Scholarship Fund started by Ryan's parents, Scott and Ronnie.
For our guys, it became a game, and I think it was a part of a truly healing process for them. I really believe that. And again, I couldn't be more proud of our kids.
The fundraising goal for the Fisher family was $100,000, and they've already raised $145,000. Detroit Catholic Central contributed a check for just under $1,500 before the game, and in the locker room afterwards, they received a gift from the Fisher family.
We'll be rooting for you always, forever, in everything you do. I'm praying for you every day.
Any high school hockey player in the state of Michigan will be eligible for the Ryan Fisher Scholarship next season. For more info, visit ryanfisher.org. For In Focus, I'm Ryan Terpstra.
Thanks, Ryan. We are so excited this month to be honoring athletes each week for Black History Month, so stay tuned to see who we profile this week. And don't forget to connect with us on social media all week long for everything high school sports. Stay with us.
We want you.
We are Lawrence Technological University, and we don't want just anyone.
We want the brainiacs, visionaries, geniuses, and game changers. We want the students who will change the world through technology, science, business, and design.
So if you're ready to explore your possibilities,
We want you at LTU.
Lawrence Tech. Possible is everything.
Welcome to Pirani's Hockey World, the toy store for hockey players. They have been outfitting beginners, professionals, and teams since 1976. Pirani's has an experienced, knowledgeable staff, the largest selection, and simply the best prices. In fact, Pirani's has the best price guarantee. Now, if you can find a better price, they will beat it by 5%. Come to one of their 22 locations or log on to hockeyworld.com for amazing savings and to join the Pirani's E-Club for special offers all year long. It's always hockey season at Pirani's.
We're the Cronin Law Firm, bringing more to the table. When we sit down together, we share our expertise. You've got a legal problem, we know you need relief. Advice that you can trust, that's why people come to us. We're the Cronin Law Firm, bringing more to the table.
I'm Drew Brees, and being a dad means the world to me. And one of the most important things any parent can do is make sure their kids get active at least 60 minutes each day. Studies show that physical activity not only helps kids stay healthy, it can enhance important skills like concentration and problem solving, which can improve academic performance. This means physical activity can help your kids in the most important game of all, life.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm Kiera Lancaster. In celebration of Black History Month, each week we'll be highlighting an African-American athlete who has transcended their sports and is making a big difference in their community. This week, state champ salutes Jerome Bettis.
Halfback legend Jerome Bettis, also known as the Bus, grew up right here in Detroit. Bettis didn't start playing football until high school, but by his senior year at Mackenzie, he was awarded Player of the Year by the Free Press and the Gatorade Circle of Champions. Bettis played collegiate ball at Notre Dame and set the record for the most touchdowns in one season by his sophomore year. In 1993, Bettis was a first-round draft pick into the NFL and signed to the Los Angeles Rams, where he took home Offensive Rookie of the Year. After 13 seasons, he retired on top by winning the Super Bowl in 2006 with the Pittsburgh Steelers in his hometown of Detroit. In 1997, Jerome Bettis started the Bus Stops Here Foundation, which is an organization dedicated to improving the overall quality of life for underprivileged and troubled youth in the inner city. Bettis' personal struggle with asthma inspired him to partner with Children's Hospital to create an asthma sports camp in 2009. Today, Jerome hosts the Jerome Bettis Show in Pittsburgh, and this year will be inducted into the Football Hall of Fame. State Champ Salutes is brought to you by State Champs in collaborations with our friends at the UAW and Chrysler.
Time now to take a look inside Lawrence Tech. The past few weeks have been very exciting at LTU, and Coach Mary Pinkowski of the women's basketball team once again did a wonderful job with some recruits for the 2015 season. First up is Nicole Buckingham from Saginaw Novell Catholic, who will be majoring in biomedical engineering at Lawrence Tech. Nicole decided to come to LTU for not only the size, but the success of the team.
Just the family atmosphere really hit home with me because I come from a small school anyways, so that continuation on was such a big factor for me in deciding. And the program I know is really good, and that's really going to be an exciting part for me too.
Next up in the 2015 recruiting class is Oxford High School's very own Sherilyn Banis, who will be studying civil engineering at LTU. Bannis was enthusiastic about helping build athletics at Lawrence Tech.
I think it's really cool because you get to help build the program as it goes and get LTU known for their sports more.
And finally, Julia Kroll of Waterford Kettering, who is majoring in biomedical engineering, knew she wanted to be a Blue Devil from simply taking a walk through campus.
I love the small campus, and it has my major. And when I walked through the quad, I just got this feeling that you just belong. You're okay, well, this is where I'm going.
To stay up to date on Lawrence Tech basketball or any other LTU sport, head to LTUathletics.com. For State Champs, I'm Stephanie Funkhauser.
We start the Blitz with the Division I Team Wrestling District finale between Macomb, Dakota and Fraser. We begin with the 112 weight class. Kelton Birch of Dakota needed little time to take care of Josh Brady, the pin. To the heavyweights, Mike Kroppel of Fraser taking on Colin Schock. The big man Kroppel dominated. Ref slaps the mat and the Ramblers led midway through. To the last match of the night, 145-pounders. Dakota trailing by just 2 points. Need a pin for the win. Jacob Peterson gets it done over Russell Holland. Book it. Macomb, Dakota on to next week's team regional. Let's go northwest now. Crystal Mountain in Thompsonville to be exact, a Division I boys and girls ski regional. First, the boys on the giant slalom. Traverse City Central Zach Collins flying down the hill, helping his team to a second-place finish. Marquette owned the boys' side, especially Nick Weber. He finished second in the GS and slalom events. Marquette claims the regional crown. For the girls, Maya Brenneman tearing up the slalom course, and her school, Traverse City West, heading to states after they also claim a regional crown. We finish in the pool. Kalamazoo Loy Norix hosting Sturgis. 50 freestyle, our first event. What a finish. Loy Norix swimmer Lucas Sprinkle battling Sturgis' David Polson. Top of your screen, Sprinkle touching the wall first for the night. To the 200 medley relay, Sturgis with a nice lead. Jonathan Shaw will cruise in for victory. Sturgis wins the battle of former SMAC rivals. They beat Loy Norix. I'm Lauren Plant, and you've been blitzed.
Coming up next on State Champs is our main event. This week we head to the west side of the state for some Class B boys basketball. If you want us to come to a game near you, make sure to contact us on social media or head to statechampsnetwork.com. We'll be right back.
Fundraising should be fresh, flavorful, and simple. We have the perfect solution at Hungry Howie's, Dough Raiser. Your nonprofit organization can sell paper pizza certificates that your customers can redeem for one medium pizza at participating Hungry Howie's locations. Go to doughraiser.com to learn about, sign up for, and order everything Dough Raiser. Request a Dough Raiser kit for your group today. Your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. Welcome to Hungry Howie's Dough Raiser.
I got popcorn.
I love Move It trailers.
Me too.
This winter, if you're going to die, die nasty. Fear the power of the Warrior Dynasty.
Holy
The Detroit Sports Commission Prep Kickoff Classic, presented by Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop, returns to the campus of Wayne State University August 27th through the 29th, with 3 days of action-packed games featuring the state's top teams and players. The Prep Kickoff Classic is brought to you by Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop, the Marines, Community Bowling Centers, and Performance Orthopedics. Log on to DetroitSports.org for more information. Welcome back to State Champs. The boys basketball state tournament should be incredibly exciting with more teams than usual this year that could have shots at winning the whole thing. Class B is no exception. The defending champs Milan have a great shot at repeating. Flint Northwestern looks very good, but so does Wyoming Godwin Heights. They were on a roll as they headed to take on talented Otsego. That matchup is this week's main event.
Go out there and show the rest of the state what you're good.
What a game this was. Otsego, ranked number 6 in Class B by the AP, hosting Wyoming Godwin Heights, our number 3 ranked team. First quarter, Godwin with the ball. Leon Red handling, splits the defenders and throws an alley-oop to Delaney Blaylock. Wolverines up by 4. Still in the first, Otsego working against the pressure. Chris Pearl kicks it to A.J. Atwater, who buries the long 3. These two are tied at the end of 1. Godwin Heights going back to what works. It's Red, again penetrating, and a deja dunk from Blaylock. Wolverines led by 6 going into the locker room. Second half, Bulldogs fighting to keep it close. It's Atwater attacking the rim. He can't finish, but 7-footer Seth Dugan is there. He had 19 for Otsego. The Godwin Heights pressure would prove to be the difference. Off the steal, Richard Major will bounce it to Michael Williams. No, but Blaylock is there for the putback jam. He led his squad with 17. Godwin Heights gets a statement win, 75-61 over Otsego. Had a chance to catch up with the Wolverines star. Delaney, you guys have a big win, 2 ranked teams. You go on the road, you get this victory against Otsego. Talk about how you guys are able to do that.
We just played as a team. The main thing is just play as a team. We talked, we helped each other out. We just play like a family tonight.
The main event is presented by the Detroit Sports Commission, dedicated to enhancing the local economy and the image of Metro Detroit, hosting amateur sporting events. Go to DetroitSports.org for details.
Congratulations to Godwin Heights. Quarterfinalists a year ago. We'll see if they continue trending upward. State Champ Sports Network and Yellow Flag Productions are always trending up. I mentioned last week that beginning in October, we're moving to a full hour. And news this week for our Southeast Michigan fans, a new radio partner is being finalized for football season, FM, of course, and a whole new interactive experience is in the works.
We've also got a brand new midweek all-female webcast get set to launch very soon. This will be a live Wednesday night webcast in which we get a chance to talk with you about everything high school sports. Connect with us now on social media and at statechampsnetwork.com to let us know which games you want us to cover. Over 7,000 Twitter followers, get it? Why not join the team?
Join the team. Have a great week.
State Champs is presented by Lawrence Technological University. Possible is everything. Hungry Howie's. Your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. Go to doughraiser.com for details. The Detroit Sports Commission, where champions are made and championships are played. Log on to DetroitSports.org. Our friends with the UAW and Chrysler, Warrior Sports, Cross the Line, and Perani's Hockey World. 14 Michigan locations. Go to hockeyworld.com for info.